Good day, Papua New Guinea. I'm Steven ANDAMBO'S. I was actually been arrested and put behind bars for 10 days. I was actually arrested on the 10th of September and got bailed and came out on the 28th of September. I was arrested because of telling the Prime Minister to resign and calling him a fraudster. That's why I was arrested by the Chief Secretary.
Under complaint of the Chief Secretary?
Under the complaint of the Chief Secretary, Ivan Pomalev, and was arrested and put behind Baroko cell for 10 days and actually got bailed out, and here I am sitting and talking. First of all, I would like to thank all those family friends who are around with me for the last 10 days that I was actually behind bars. I would firstly like to thank my lawyers, my two lawyers, especially Gloria Salika and Anna Narokobi, for being with me and to pursue my case, and did apply for my bail application, and my bail got granted by the National Court. I got myself bailed out and I came out, and my case is now before the court. Secondly, I would like to thank the pastors, my pastor, who are actually keeping me in the prayers. I would also like to thank my wife and my immediate families for the support during my 10 days behind bars, actually praying for me, coming with food and cold water when I was at Baroko cell. I would also like to thank the people who are around with me at that time, especially my powerful non-government organization team, the NGOs and the anti-corruption team, those that have been working along with me to fight corruption in the country, their endless support in being with me for the last 10 days. I also would like to give them a big thank you. Without them, I believe I will not make it that far to come out. It is with the utmost support that I actually managed to make myself bailed when I came out. I am also not forgetting my people back at home in the village, in Bundi especially, where I come from. They were actually yelling and shouting when I was put behind bars by the Chief Secretary, the government of the day, Prime Minister. How by Prime Minister kalau po siya liglig man do street also. Line do me now singaw this time. So I would like to also thank my people of Bundi, Usuna Bundi, people of Medeng, and I want to thank all the 17 million people around the country. I know my video and post on social media went viral. People have seen it. A lot of people made negative comments. Some made good comments. I wouldn't mind the comments they make. At least the pictures went viral is to tell everyone that someone is to come out and voice for the silent majorities, and I did. I did voice for the silent majorities, and I was put behind bars. Here I am sitting and talking. That's why I would like to thank the 17 million people who are with me during my 10 days behind bars. And lastly, I would like to thank the good Creator, the good Lord, for creating me and for putting this fight into me to stand up for the silent majorities. So My case now is before the court. It's before the court. I would like to tell the entire Papua New Guinean that I am not with the government or I am not supporting the opposition. I am a veteran activist who stood with the silent majorities of this nation. I will always be an NGO activist and will always stand with my people. I've been never supported by any government or any opposition, because everyone might thought that prior to the vote of no confidence, this thing actually do happen. So I want to actually come out clear here and tell the people of Papua New Guinea that we are not supporting any government or opposition in this fight. But I am only raising the concern of the issues that is coming out by the current government. That's why I was put behind bars. I am now making an appeal to the entire Papua New Guinea, those who want to support me in my legal battle, because I am a poor man, I am a little man, I can stand to buy or engage a expensive lawyer to fight my case, because I am fighting against a giant. I will need support from very kind-hearted Papua New Guineans to fight this fight in the court. So my appeal to the entire Papua New Guineans, if you would like to assist me in my legal fees, I will now then post my contact number with the account details, so that whatever contributions that you give in cash and kind is appreciated at all cost. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Nambo. Welcome back to the free world. As president of the People's Anti-Corruption Movement and representing the non-government organization and the civil society organization, I'm saddened to say that you've been through a horrible saga like this. I think originally you were only paraphrasing what everybody else was saying on the media about the irregular payments made out to certain people in the community who were directly related to the Prime Minister. And I think you were basically doing the job of the Chief Secretary, Mr. Ivan Pomaliu, who was supposed to guide the functions of the public service right across the board. We have the Department of Justice that's supposed to give the legal advice on government payments. And recently we've had a lot of reports about misappropriation of public finances. And the Chief Secretary has done nothing. And when you join the whistleblowers, it becomes sad to see that the Chief Secretary can stoop so low in accusing a defenseless character like yourself. But he has done his job in laying the complaint. You are now before the courts, and the courts will decide on what you have stated and whether there's any facts in what you have stated. And that will be determined by the court of law. But we welcome you to the civil society, and we support your appeal. We're calling the good citizens of this country to help with Mr. ANDAMBO'S cause. And we will also be writing to the public solicitor to assist Mr. ANDAMBO in providing legal aid against the Chief Secretary, who's accused him of sedition and defamation. And that is something that we will appeal to the public solicitor to provide legal aid, as we are not able to afford exorbitant legal fees with lawyers. But if we have any good lawyers who wish to come forward and provide the legal aid to Mr. Andambo on humanitarian grounds, we welcome you to do so. And with that, Mr. Andambo, we are sorry for what has happened, but we salute you for your bravery in doing what you did in exposing corruption in Papua New Guinea. And we will always be behind you and all the NGOs in this country, all civil society organizations, the Trade Union Congress, students, and anybody who wants to speak freely and speak about the freedom of this country. The fight against corruption is massive, and we need the entire country to stand together in this fight against corruption. And I want to thank you all for supporting Mr. Andambo over the few days that he's at his ordeal with the police. And I also want to thank members of the NGO group who have kept company to Mr. Andambo and giving him support, and his family in Bundi and in Mosby, who have rallied behind us and provided the comfort that he needed. We thank you all and ask for your prayers in these tough times as we continue the fight against corruption. Thank you for watching us today, Mr. Andambo. I am very happy that you are here. John Endemongo Kua, People's Anti-Corruption Movement. We call on Papua New Guinea to give us the support right across the country. Thank you.
With that, I would also make myself clear here. My case is before the court, and I will never mention anything to do with my charges, to do with my court cases. But I'm only making a public appeal to the lawyers if they want to come forward to assist me in my case. The NGOs welcome them. And lastly, and I've already mentioned and I've said it already, there will be a public appeal made, and we will appeal to the entire citizens of this nation to contribute towards my legal fees. That will be done and posted once we finish from here. Steven Andambo, anti-corruption activist. Thank you.
Thank you for watching today. And